Sean Lane here with Pro Wrestling Enforcer Podcast. Look at us. We're here. We have our own sponsorship table. We got Pro Wrestling tees. Our store opened up here, so we're promoting all of that here. We are all the way in Manitowoc, Wisconsin, in a Big Apple Public Grill for this event tonight. Unbelievable. Raging Pro Wrestling. And right next to me is Darren Marks from Twist and Whip. Darren Fly. Darren, how are you doing? Welcome on the PWA Award.
Thank you for having me. It's a pleasure. I'm doing great. It's fantastic to come out here. And I'm excited.
Yes, what a card, what a lineup we have tonight. I mean, all these matches are going to be fire.
Oh, most definitely. I'm excited for Isaiah Moore, Zilla, It's going to be a big show,
For sure. And you've been keeping busy as well. And Twist and Flip, you guys have been doing a lot of great shows. You've got AAW Pro, Black Label Pro as well. So talk about, working on these fun promotions.
Yes, sir. AAW to Black Label Pro, I'm extremely grateful to be on those shows. It's a crazy experience just to be in a locker room with all this talent, you can learn from, just picking their brains. It's so awesome to just talk to them.
For sure. Do you have a favorite promotion currently you like to perform at, or?
I do have a couple. I'd say AAW is my favorite.
Okay, for sure. And of course, you and Nate have gotten big things. We're going to have the tag team champions in AAW and Austin facing on one day. Ross and Shaft. And you've been in the ring with their former tag team champions, right? The Hustle and the Muscle, right? You've been in the ring with First Wiki Raju. And Karam, I know there's Karam. I know he has a new name now.
Yeah, Zico, if you don't know. Yeah, those guys are phenomenal. Great guys to learn from. I had a fantastic match with them at PWK. It was pretty great. And Russ and Shaft, man, those guys are big, right? We have a lot to prep. The next time we see them, they better be ready to lose some belts,
For sure. And talk about the exposure you get with AAW, being part of AAW Live, the pre-shows, and then you got the main card, of course, on High Spots Network.
Yeah.
How exclusive is that? And how do you feel it will help your career?
I feel like it will it will make my career go to another high, a new level. Because if you look at superstars like Seth Rollins, Kevin Owens, people you see on WWE have came from AEW. Just to follow their footsteps and be there means more than everything. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, for sure. And what do you have coming up in the future?
Man, I have some kind of big things. I've got some new gear. I got Silas Young here soon in a couple of weeks. I'm very excited about that. I've been wanting to work with Silas for a very long time. That people will say, he's a Ring of Honor legend. He's so great. So great what he does. He gets the psychology. The psychology he just gets it.
And you haven't seen you talk about your style. I feel like the only way to describe it is like a 360. You are all across this ring.
Thank you.
Above and below it. And just talk about, developing that style. Who is your inspiration? And how come you and Nate Cobain work so well together? Talk about finally finding a tag team partner that would match you like you did.
Okay. It's inspiration-wise. For me, it was RVD when I was younger. I was a big RVD, all about it. HBK, Shawn Michaels, of course, big inspiration there. Rey Mysterio, that's a big. I incorporate a lot of Rey Mysterio in my moveset. If he wasn't here today, I wouldn't be here.
For sure.
Nate, man, we just started with that. We both trained together with Isaiah Moore, and he trained us. And Isaiah thought, Nate and I would be a perfect pair to team up, and we gave it a try. And after that, it's been back to back, a connection. We've been on point. We're on the big things, better. We're very excited for the future.
Yeah,
I'm hyped.
Oh yeah, I am hyped too, and it's not easy, making the towns and for you as a professional wrestler, as I talked about, and all the obstacles you have to cross, and when you're fighting that ring, how pure it is for you, but then you have to deal with everyday life and everyday issues.
Most definitely, but hey, that's the sacrifice you have to. That's what it takes, It all will be worth it. How I see it, at the end of the day, it will all be worth it.
For sure. Yeah. And how forward are you to in Wisconsin? Talk about establishing yourself here. Do you feel like you're trying to do that?
Most definitely, I would say I'm trying to establish myself everywhere, whether it's Indiana, Michigan, Wisconsin. I want to be known. People are gonna know Darren Fly. They're gonna know the Prince of Flip. If it's not just myself, they're gonna know Nate as well. The Bone Breaker, you know, one half of Twist and Flip, you know. Everybody will eventually.
All right, so Darren, talk about Squared Circle Expo. BLP at the Squared Circle Expo. And to this day, is this one of the largest crowds you have ever performed in front of?
Yes, most definitely, man. I remember being out there and I'm like, holy crap. Not only this big group of people in this big giant venue, but my heroes were there at the expo. That was a lot on my shoulders, and it was pretty cool moment. I got to see my heroes and wrestle in front of a larger crowd. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Very great experience. I'm glad I got the opportunity to do that and work with Black Label.
Yeah, for sure. I believe you were in a six-man action. Matt Mikowski, you were across the ring from him, right?
No.
Okay.
I was actually at the Rumble.
Oh, you're in the BLP Rumble. So yeah, talk about all those names that came out. Some of them we never even seen before.
Man, yes, from Swoggle, man, it was great meeting Swoggle. You know, I've always saw him, as a kid, and that's how I always wanted to meet when I was younger. It was cool to be in the same ring with him.
Yes, for sure. Of course, Rachel Armstrong had won that match. And then talk about intergender matches. Is that something you're looking forward to doing? Have you done any intergender at this point?
I've done a mixed tag match, but I would love to do some intergender matches. There's a lot of women I'd love to work. Haley J.
Yeah.
Hollywood. Yeah, she's really good. She's fantastic. And a couple others, especially in Wisconsin.
Yes.
Sierra. Perfect example of a great, women's wrestler.
Oh yeah, for sure. A lot of women's wrestling is emerging bigger and bigger every year.
Yeah, Maggie Lee.
Yeah,
just the list goes on. Fantastic women wrestlers right here. They're just evolving.
Yes, for sure. And talk about how do you feel at the end of the day when the show is over with? How do you measure your level of success?
I don't really measure my level of success. I take show by show and I take it moment by moment. I'm extremely grateful for the bad shows and the good shows. I'm always learning something.
Yes.
My big goal is to always learn something from the show.
Right. And then, like you said, you had been in the ring with Rohit Raju.
Yes.
You had been in the ring with his partner,
Zico.
Yeah.
Yep.
So talk about that. Being in the ring with big names like that, big talent, and that have a lot of veterans.
Man, veterans for sure. Yes, Hustle and Muscle. I've been wanting this match with them for a long time, and I'm so glad I was able to get the opportunity to work with those guys. Smart in the ring, great, fantastic people, just to work with and just know they understand wrestling. Psychology from top and bottom, top, they understand it all. Like those guys those are the guys.
For sure. Well, hey, Darren, I appreciate you being on BW Report finally. We'll have you and Nate Cobain on.
Yeah, the other half of Twist and Flip. I don't know where he's at, just me. Just Fly.
But when you look at stuff like wrestlers like the
Yes, sir. You can make some noise. Let's go. Let's have some fun tonight.
Yeah, most definitely. I love what the big girls are doing.
Real quickly, before we do the national anthem, you can show your support and love for CNA star Chris Payne. Help us love never before wrestling. I wish you a speedy recovery this weekend. We are going to be donating 10% of all RPW merchandise sold and 10%